The gloriously colourful and glitter-filled world of Trolls gets a whole lot bigger in Trolls World Tour, when Poppy and Branch discover there are 6 troll tribes, including the fearsome rock trolls led by hard rocker Queen Barb. Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, I'm Jan, and in this video I'm revealing over 50 amazing hidden details, Easter eggs and secrets packed into the brand new Trolls sequel. And keep watching to learn how you can win one of these incredible official movie merch packs. When Queen Barb and her hard rock crew gatecrash the Techno Trolls underwater rave, they arrive in some scary looking critters called anglerbuses. The design of the anglerbus is based on the real-life anglerfish, an ambush predator often found in the murky depths of the sea up to a mile below the surface. Using that particular fish as inspiration for the rock trolls' transport was a great choice by the filmmakers, because anglerfish are usually dark and have loads of sharp teeth in their enormous mouths, which can expand to swallow prey up to twice as big as their bodies. And all of that, of course, perfectly fits the hard rock trolls' terrifying vibe, as well as their punk rock style with all its dark leather, denim and metal spikes and studs. During Barb's crazy train song, we see the anglerbuses burst out of the ocean and drive around madly on land while she rocks out. World Tour director Walt Dorner said this scene was inspired by the huge chase sequence of Mad Max Fury Road, which included crazy drummers and rock guitarists playing on some insane and gargantuan vehicles while speeding across the land. Just like the first film, the animation in Trolls World Tour is astounding, and there's such an incredibly tactile, textured quality to both movies that you feel you could almost reach out and touch it in all its felty fuzziness. And right from the start, there's loads of lovely little visual details. The underwater empire of the Techno Trolls mixes the digital world of techno with the homemade textiles we see in many of the other troll lands, which means we not only get lasers, LEDs and trolls with fibre optic hair, glow paint patterned skin and 8-bit beating hearts, but we also get landscapes made of crochet and macrame. That's the art of making things using knots. And the way the neon-coloured crowd moves at first draws on the natural world, mimicking the motion of a wave in the sea, which is a nice touch given they live underwater. But as the song's about to reach its peak, things look more digital, and the way they move takes on the look of a spectrum analyzer on a home stereo. When it comes to the film's title, if you look closely at the fiery flames beneath it, you'll see that they look like bright orange strands of troll hair. As for the waterfall in the Pop Troll Kingdom, that's made of long, narrow strips of shiny tinsel. And the lonesome, dusty world of the country trolls is filled with buildings shaped like patchwork quilted cacti, roads made of burlap, and when you see the farmland from above, it looks like an enormous multicoloured patchwork quilt. The filmmakers wanted to make the big chase scene where Hickory and the Pop Trolls are run out of town feel like how kids play with their troll toys at home on their bedspreads, so they decided to make the cliff they fall down out of a stack of quilts and folded blankets. And did you notice how crucial vinyl records are in the design of the Funk Trolls home? Not only is the room where they keep their tribe's musical string full of columns made out of records, but the outside of their spaceship is mostly made out of silver records. Also, instead of the scrapbooks that tell the Pop Trolls' pop-washed version of troll history, when Prince D tells Poppy the real history of the 6 tribes, visually the story's told using the cover art of a double album. The little gem that the classical trolls have on their tummies is a lovely tribute to the 1990s toys called Treasure Trolls that had a little jewel in their belly button which you could make a wish on. In fact, there was already a reference to those particular troll toys in the Trolls Holiday Special.
Good luck, Troll Day, put a gem on your stomach.
Can you spread a little charm, let a friend belly rub it?
The leader of the classical trolls is called Trollzart, which is a play on the name of the famous classical music composer Mozart, who, like his Trolls World Tour counterpart, was also often pictured wearing a white wig. Keeping with the classical theme of Symphonyville, if you listen very closely, you can hear the tribe's critters all bleating the word Bach, which is a pun on the name of the renowned classical music composer Bach, mixed with the usual bar sound made by sheep or goats. Oh, and if you look closely at the animals' design too, you'll see their legs even look like little musical notes. World Tour also has many callbacks and similarities to the first Trolls movie.
Oh, I can't stop the feeling.
Barb and the hard rock trolls invade the Techno Troll Kingdom just as they're in the middle of a huge rave party, similar to the first movie and how the Bergen chef found the trolls in the forest when Poppy threw a big party. And when Cooper poops out a 3-tier cake with candles after he's terrified by some weird and wonderful creatures,
Happy birthday!
it's a callback to how he was so scared that he pooped out cupcakes when Chef invaded the Troll Kingdom in the first film.
Cupcake?
And if you keep watching through the movie's credits, you'll see those strange creatures gobble up Cooper's cake. Also in the credits is a catibus, similar to the one from Trolls Holiday. And like so much of the strange fairy tale-like dream quality of the Trolls franchise, the various weird critters the Trolls use for transport owe a great deal to the odd creatures and dreamlike worlds created by renowned Japanese writer-director Hayao Miyazaki, who co-founded Studio Ghibli and gave us such classic animated movies as My Neighbor Totoro, which featured the iconic cat bus. Okay, spoilers ahead for the ending of the movie now. You can skip to the time on screen to avoid them if you prefer. Another callback in World Tour is when the 6 strings are destroyed. All the trolls lose their colour, similar to how the trolls faded to grey in the original movie when they were trapped and thought they were about to be eaten by the Bergens. In the sequel, the troll's colour begins to return when Cooper notices his own heartbeat and that the music is still inside him. We see his heart glow, and slowly, bit by bit, each of the other trolls' hearts also lights up as they sing, and their colour returns to them. The fact that music is in the trolls' hearts and not the strings was hinted at several times earlier, with many heart patterns and symbols appearing throughout the movie. From the thumping heartbeat in the opening scene, to heart symbols on the chests of the techno trolls, the heart-shaped bubbles they blow and the explosion of digital hearts when King Trollex drops the beat, to the pop trolls' heart formation during their opening medley. Then there's the heart shape the classical trolls and the country trolls form when playing. The heart-shaped glasses that Poppy, Branch and Biggie wear when they perform in Lonesome Flats, Chaz's heart-shaped chest hair and the heart pattern he blows with the petals from his saxophone,
I can't feel my face.
And when the funk trolls sing It's All Love, some of the spinning records light up and pulse in a heart-shaped pattern. If you enjoyed watching the Bergens in the first movie and the holiday short, then you'll be glad that even though they don't have a starring role this time, they at least get a little cameo in the new film. After Poppy and Branch fly off together during the movie's credits, Queen Bridget and King Gristle pop up in a quick mid-credits scene where we find out that they're disappointed to have missed out on all the fun.
Oh, Grithy, I guess we're late to the party.
Oh, balls!
Grithy?
But who's gonna eat my cheese balls, babe?
As well as the many other troll tribes, we get to meet some brand new pop trolls, including Legsley, who has extendable legs, meaning she can go from short to tall very quickly. Unlike the other trolls though, she can't extend and manipulate her hair, and there's a nod to this when the pop trolls use their hair as legs to dance about during their opening song. Oh, and by the way, Legsley, which definitely feels like a limb-based pun on the name Leslie, is voiced by the aka-awesome singer-songwriter Ester Dean.
Thanks, Poppy. Kisses, donuts, and sprinkles.
Who's not only written masses of hits for the likes of Rihanna and Katy Perry, but she also played Bard and Bella Cynthia Rose in the Pitch Perfect movies, alongside Poppy voice actress Anna Kendrick. Another new pop troll is Skyscraper, who, like Legsley, is also the opposite of many of the other pop trolls because he's a fuzzling-style troll who has an enormous body of hair all the way down to his feet, but unlike fellow fuzzlings such as Fuzzbut, who have no head or face, Skyscraper has 4 heads, all of which speak in unison.
Yeah, different like me?
And Skyscraper is voiced by the podcasting McElroy brothers, who campaigned to appear in World Tour after they discovered YouTubers had voiced characters in the first movie. Each brother also voiced additional characters, with Justin playing the parts of Beat Drop Button,
Let's do this, King Trollex!
and Tumbleweed,
You suck!
with Griffin voicing country music Tier, while Travis did Rocketeer. When the snack pack goes undercover to infiltrate the rock trolls, they each wear outfits and designs referencing icons from rock and roll.
We need to go undercover. But how?
With fashion.
Biggie and Dinkles each take on a different look from Elvis Presley. Legsley has a black and white striped outfit that references Elvis's Jailhouse Rock, and Satin and Chenille's clothes and red and white pom-poms are nods to the cheerleaders in the musical movie Grease.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, what did you enjoy most about Trolls World Tour, and who are your favourite new characters? Leave your thoughts and comments below. And before you go, I've got several packs of official Trolls World Tour merchandise to give away. Make sure you subscribe and follow the link in the video description or pinned comment for a chance to win. You can also tap left to watch my full Trolls playlist, including amazing deleted scenes, or tap right for something else you're sure to like. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Yippee-ki-yay, movie lovers!